Hello and welcome back. Breaking the fourth wall, last chance. Mary Flannery, nice to see you all in here. I've got a little something that I'm going to go over first. Yeah, I agree. Breaking the fourth wall, I ain't taking it either. But I have a little something that I found before we get on to the main thing I want to go over. BioSolution stock lost more than half of its value since the disclosure that it has ruined as many as 15 million doses of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine at its Baltimore plant. But the company's CEO dumped more than $11 million worth of stock ahead of them coming forward with this. Now, with that being said, Emergent had been contracted to make the vaccine for the drug maker. The plant also ran into problems with COVID vaccines as it was making it for AstraZeneca, the vaccine in use in Europe and elsewhere in the world, but not yet approved for the USA. Now, you guys, that's big news right there. Think about it. They ran into problems making X. Johnson & Johnson got taken off the list because of the blood clot issues. And now there's even something up with the AstraZeneca one. So that you have to ask yourself if the blood clot, the 6 women who got the blood clots was the main reason behind it, or if they knew that there was a problem, but they just didn't come forward with it, giving the CEO of this plant time to dump his $11 million worth of fucking stock. Because if they would have waited, the stock dropped by half. He would have only got like $5 million instead of the $11 million. Yeah, I'm going to get onto that. Also, breaking the fourth wall. It is good news, but in the long run, it's really not good news because all these people are moving all over the country when it comes to that. So I'm going to touch on that here in a second too. But yeah, this whole story goes on to talk about how he dumped 100,000 shares and profited $11 million. And the shares actually dropped from $123 per share to $61 per share. And they didn't come forward with the whole thing until after he had time to dump his stocks. So that, to me, that's like the worst case of insider trading that there is. And New York Times actually reported earlier in the month that the production problems at the Baltimore plant go all the way back into October. So back into October, you guys, these things, yeah, he knew this was coming, exactly last chance. But back in October, they knew that they were having problems at this plant. And this is covering 2 of the vaccines. So to me, it's so he actually dropped his shares from 163,000 to 63,000 in shares. No, Mary, we're talking about this CEO dumping his stocks in the Baltimore plant for the company that was making the vaccines, not the Event 201. And that I watched that whole thing all the way through. Oh, look, only one person watching again. But now another thing is with what Breaking the Fourth Wall said. The 2020 census and the 7 Democratic state losing a representative, and the six in the red in the states, yes, they're picking up seats. California looks like it might lose 2 seats. But the thing we have to think about that is these are just the seats. Where are these people who are leaving these areas going? Just because they're going to another state don't mean it's a good thing, because you guys, they're taking their votes with them. Hey, Michelle. So yeah, as they leave these states, they're moving into other states. Yes, they are going to red states, but the thing is, if enough of them move into the red states, your red state turns blue, or it can turn purple, right where, the seats look at this point, it's looking good. But if they do enough to delete a Republican vote, a Democrat moving in deletes a Republican vote, and then they have enough to every now and then counteract it, which would put another Democratic vote into the system. Those red states could turn blue, which is a very big thing. And that I actually left that as a remark to one of the videos I saw about it, because everybody's like, oh yes, have them lose the seats. And it's like, yeah, but you guys, they're taking their votes with them. So the votes, what's going on in the House, like if they get Washington, D.C. brought in as a state, it'll be the same thing as California was, right? Where a Republican seat will never happen in California. Just like it'll happen in Washington, D.C. A Republican seat will never happen there. But if enough Republicans move to overcounter and overcome the amount of Democrats there, a Democratic seat could turn into a Republican seat. And this happens the other way too. Maine used to be Republican, and now Maine is a purple state. It has Democratic and Republican. Well, when I was, probably about 20 or so, there was a mass movement into Maine from Connecticut, New York, and all that. The people were moving up into Maine, and all of a sudden the state changed. So hopefully that makes some sense to you guys on that part. And now this is what I want to show. Right here. And thanks to Michelle for sending this to me. Oh, of course, you're going to put that up there again. Washington state vaccine provider denies white people access. The state health department says it's for equality. To me, that is reverse racism to the finest. If a place was to say that they are denying black people, Asians, Native Americans, or any of that stuff, it would be put out in the middle of everywhere as a racial divide. But a health provider in Washington state is denying white people access to the coronavirus vaccine, and the state's health department's allowing it. The African American Reach and Teach Health Ministry is currently prioritizing only Black, Indigenous, and people of color for vaccination appointments at 4 sites across King County, Washington, an area which includes the state's most populous city, Seattle. And even on the website, it states the COVID-19 vaccination is available to all people over the age of 16 who live or work in Washington state. However, white people are not eligible to receive the vaccine through the provider, but instead are encouraged to join the waiting list. So to me, that is reverse racism at its finest. Yeah. And that's why they're coming out with it the way that they are. But to me, the thing is, okay, you don't choose in a pandemic because the virus ain't choosing who it's going to hit. It's not choosing one group over another. And for the health department to be okay with this is it's just mind blowing. And this is, like I said, it's just something I wanted to show that these are the kind of things that's going on. And another thing is in New York, right after the Chauvin, however you say his name, trial ended, and they came out with everything, there was a group of BLM protesters marching through neighborhoods telling white people, white businesses, and all that to, pardon my French on this, but this is exactly what the chant was, get the fuck out. We don't want your money. We don't want you here. And part of their rant was also pretty much calling for a war. The best way to solve this will be through violence, through a war. Yeah, they tried pushing that narrative at the beginning of it too, Mary. But it just seems I ain't even going to touch on that subject because my luck, this live stream will get flagged. But I just wanted to come up and let everybody know that this, I mean, exactly, the Civil War. We're already in it. People just don't realize it. We're at the beginning, right where they're gaslighting it, getting it going. But what they're doing is they're literally dividing us. And this started back with Obama. If everybody remembers when he was the president, everything was going on. We had these kind of riots. We had the protests. We had everything going on, cities burning. And he was doing just like Biden's doing, and he was gaslighting it. He was throwing fuel onto the fire. And now we have some states, I can't remember which one it is. I can't remember what state it is, but the governor is asking for people to take pictures and help to get the protesters arrested. And it's a Democrat state. So he's starting to see the problems. This is not going away overnight, you guys. And just like with the virus, it's not going away overnight. Yes. I don't know if you guys follow her, but she actually did a couple of videos, and they're called the Darkest Times. Yeah, Darkest Times Timeline. And let's see, it is actually pull up my YouTube here and I'll be able to tell you who she is. Daisy Cousins. She does a perfect, I mean, the Darkest Times Timelines is an awesome thing to see. And she's even already got, you'll have America, and then you'll have the Republic States of America. And it's going to be little states here and there. It's not going to be split down the middle. It's going to be Democratic states and Republican states. That's it. And I've been hearing that for a while. When America splits into two, it's not going to be divided down the middle. It's going to be pockets here, pockets there, pockets here, pockets there. Actually, breaking the fourth wall. If I remember right, Biden has already surpassed Obama's executive orders. But the thing with Obama was he was known for his Friday night executive orders. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the South. That's just a saying that came out after the First War, and this in itself has nothing to do with the North and South. This is actually going to be a racial war, and it's going to be a very bad racial war because you'll have the African Americans, the Mexican Americans, the Latino Americans, and all them going up against the white man. The white man's bad now, you know? Yeah, that's okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. I thought he did surpass it. Because some of his executive orders went back and deleted Trump's orders. So actually, let me look up and see. Order numbers. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of them to reverse everything that Trump did. So what was that other one? How he stacks up with other presidents. There we go. Oh wait, maybe it was in for the first 100 days or something. I know he's already broken a record. Yeah, he's off to a record start. That's exactly what it was. And in his first 30 days, in less than a month, he signed 28. That's what it was. 28 in 30 days, which is not a good sign. So yeah, and that's the thing is he broke that record in his first 30 days. So that's not good. And another thing that I found out today is in the little care package for the children being brought across the border is Kamala Harris's book, Superheroes Are Everywhere. But at the same time, she's saying, oh, I didn't even know it was part of the care package. Yeah, you did. But she's still 33 days later refusing to go to the border. And she's saying, well, we have coronavirus issues we have to deal with first. You guys, she gets her own private jet. Air Force Two. She has her own plane to go down there on. It's not like she has to get on a plane loaded with people. She just don't want to go to that border. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just saying is it's part of the is her getting the vaccine. Actually, no, it's her book from 2019, and it's called Superheroes Are Everywhere. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, in their little backpack that they're giving, you see they've got toothpaste, toothbrush, handy naps, handy wipes, and all this. And sure as shit, right there, her book sits right in with everything. Yeah, it's true, but I found it odd that they're giving her book to them. Yeah, they're shipping them all over the country, and I'm still seeing reports of the $15,000 being given to them, which is to me is totally wrong. But like I said tonight, I just wanted to come on and yeah, Hillary says it takes a village, and Biden says I'll destroy the village. But yeah, and she claimed that she's going to be working with all these other countries to help to try to bring it to an end, but she's not. Now there's videos out there of them bringing the people over a 30-foot wall and lowering a mother and her child down on this side of the border, up over a 30-foot wall, and they're lowering them down with a piece of rope. So it's literally, they're coming everywhere. It don't matter. And people are getting videotapes of this stuff. But it don't matter to the Biden administration. They're more concentrated on defunding the police. Okay. Defund our police, take away your private security. We can't be protected, you can't be protected. Point blank. Yeah, it's the shot. But yeah, and oh, that's it. We have Jim Carrey. I don't know, the one who told is up now because he told Iran that Israel launched 200 missiles at him. Yeah, the poison. Exactly. That is something I would love to have the answer to, because didn't Trump buy some of the land? He actually purchased the land. But Biden is seizing land to finish the wall on. Say what again? And that's the other thing. If Trump had already purchased the land that the wall's going up on, why are the reports coming out that Biden is seizing the land? Is he taking more land than what was bought, and that's why they're saying he's seizing it? Oh, about the missiles. John Kerry, hold on. He used to be the Secretary of State. I think his name's John Kerry. The one who's the climate czar. I guess he told during the Iranian nuclear deal, he let someone know. And Florida's only gaining 1 seat, not 2. Just came out a couple hours ago. Yeah, Florida will gain 1 seat in Congress, not 2, after Trump's census moves. That actually just came across my phone. But yeah, I think it was John Kerry came out and told somebody from Iran that about the Israelis are the ones who shot 200 missiles at him? Yes, and that's exactly. There's people are calling for his resignation over that. Oh, a car plows into a bunch of police officers in Connecticut. 5 of them are being rushed to the hospital. You know what? Car crashes into police in Connecticut. Well, everything I can find about Connecticut was from yesterday. News. Thank you. Yep, breaking 911 news. Car plows into police officers in Connecticut. At least 5 cops rushed to the hospital. Meriden, Connecticut, at least 5 police officers were sent to the hospital with various injuries Monday after a suspect intentionally drove the car into them, police say. A team of officers attempted to stop the vehicle as it fit the description of a suspect car in a recent shooting. An officer approached the vehicle. The people inside allegedly drove into 2 police cruisers and into a 3rd undercover vehicle. The people in the car bailed out, but were later captured in a foot pursuit. So it was a vehicle that was suspected of being used in a shooting. Yeah, it's been bouncing up and down fourth wall. I see it right up here on the top corner of my screen, and it's been bouncing up and down 4, 3. At one point, it had none of you guys in here, but I'm watching you guys chat. So once again, YouTube playing their favorite games. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't blimp. Which that pisses me off. Them going with BLM. Back home in Maine, my favorite radio station was WBLM, the blimp. I wonder what kind of shit they're going to deal with. Yeah, I saw that the other day about needing to have your vaccine passport to be able to do international travel. And in some cases, they were even thinking about doing it that you have to have it to just travel here in America too, to like go from Florida to Georgia, cross over the state line. You got to have it. We'll share it to friends to help get more watching. Well, thank you. Yeah, I actually lost a couple subs again today, and I have no idea why. I mean, I gained 2 after the last live stream, and then today, literally in like 5 minutes time, I lost 2. But yeah, it's YouTube. They seem to do that, so it is what it is. But yeah, that was the couple things I wanted to cover for tonight. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. But at the same time, it's persecuting people who will not get the vaccine. You tried, no one wants to watch. Uh, but yeah. Oh, look, we're up to 6 now. Like I said, I wanted to get that out about the group in Washington State refusing the white people. And what was going on with all the other stuff. Yeah, that's the way I was up in Maine. I didn't need the back roads. I mean, the passport. I could have just gone anywheres. I knew that state like the back of my hand. The U.S. has ruled out no vaccine passport. The U.S. can do that as far as I'm concerned. It's a crock of bullshit. Like here in Florida, they already said there will not be a vaccine passport. You will not have to show that piece of paper to go into restaurants or anything like that. They made it illegal to make it that you need it. Yeah, that is the biggest problem here in Florida. Is there is only one way in. Well, one area in and one area out. But alrighty, everybody. Oh, hey Brian, how you doing, my man? Glad you can make it in, and right towards the end too. Uh, some good information that I had in there tonight. There was a video on YouTube about it, and it was Australia saying it. I'll have to check in and see what that's all about. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to finish this here. Thought you sent it to me. You send it to me before my phone got turned on because I don't get the text me. Oh wait, let me check my email. Oh, okay, the pink super moon. Ain't that a strawberry moon? I got the one about Dr. Larry Plevsky. All right, so it was in a text. Yeah, the car plows into police. Abortion agenda. Is that what that Frank speech is? Oh, the dark mirror videos. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it. I ain't had time to do that yet. Yeah, and that's the thing is they're using everything in the playbook to grab the power. You know. Oh, it's a YouTube video. All right. No, I didn't. You didn't send me a YouTube video today. Yeah, I'll have to watch that in a little bit later then. But all right, everybody. I'm going to end this here. I'm going to try to figure out something to munch on. Maybe I'll try to do something tomorrow because I have tomorrow off too. So everyone stay safe, stay alert, and always do things the way they work best for you. Thank you.